What a beautiful early morning. This is the area I collect my leaves, but the weather hasn't been brilliant. It's been windy and they've nearly all blown away, other than where one or two of the residents have blew the leaves into a pile from off his grass. As we all know, the leaves are there to mulch. Nature's way of stopping weeds. But these leaf grabbers are ideal tool. We've had some rain, which has damped them down a bit, which might help with how I'm going to process them when we get back to the allotment. I don't like them when they're wet, really. A bit too heavy. But even while they've been sat here, they're just starting to get the mould on them. Bacteria, everything. So somebody did say, well, why do you call it leaf mould? I think it's because they go mouldy. And that's part of the process. The worms do help. But you can quick compost them, add them to your compost bins, etc. Whatever you've got. For many years, everybody said, why don't you shred them up? Normally they just go into the bin like this, and I let nature take its course. But recently, that's a bit heavier than I'd like. Push them into the corners. I don't like to push them in one way, because I can't get, if I push it out in the other way, it won't go through the gate. So I just do that way, not that way. To be honest, looking up the grass, looks like they've all blown against the fence. So that should make it nice and easy to collect, I suppose. But the mower I got needed some repairs. Got a hole in the top now. When I did actually use it and the masking tape come off, it blew it up into the air. So I've designed something different to help with it. Pity you can't get a grass box on it, but beggars can't be choosers. Found the mower and it started second time once I realised how I've got to hold the handles. And in a previous video, it just showed me that don't need the grass box. I'll just I'll make what I've made. I might have to paint it. It just chucks the leaves out of the way. Morning. I don't like to have stuff coming out the back of the mower if you haven't got a grass box on it, so that'll do. I used to absolutely cram it full, guys, but you've got to get it back to the allotment without losing one's breath. Right, let's get going. Okay, raw footage today. Puts his gloves back on. I'll take you on my little journey. But let's get down the curb without throwing you off. But it's good for exercise, good for the body and the mind. Good for the mind, and that good for the body. We'll start gasping for air in a bit. Going on the uphill section. It's about 400 metres one way. So that's 800 metres. Normally do a couple of bags if I get time, but I've got jobs to do at home. Can't crack on with the garage. All the new feather edge boards have arrived, so we're going to paint those while the weather's reasonable. As you saw this morning, a bit of red sky. Not sure how my camera actually picked that up, but it does what I wanted to do. That's just to share my allotment gardening DIY experiences. It's nice and early. I think it's about 7:15 now. Saturday morning. You normally get to see my videos about a few days, a week later. It's only the weekend now that we can really do a great deal at the allotments. But when I do, I try and make them productive. And by not having the camera about, you do get more done. I know you all appreciate the time it takes to create content. I don't edit. I just pause and record. And upload. Having increasing difficulties getting my videos to upload recently, so I had to split them, shorten them, just to get them on board. Morning. Good, thank you. Just hang on a minute. Whoa. Someone just asking about Sandra. Guarantee you'll meet somebody, guys. Right, let's crack on. My son and granddaughter are popping in, pick Olivia's birthday cards up. I think Daddy and daughter are going out for the day. Spend some of the birthday money. Right, we're just coming now. I know you can't see where you're going, guys, but let's see if we can lift you up anymore. Probably not. No, I'm at full tilt. It's just to let you know, really, how long I'm out for. Just entering the allotment site, and then when it is wet, it does take a little bit of pushing up the hill. I've granted a little breather, actually. I didn't want to sound like I was completely unfit. As we turn the bend, arrive at plot 1. He gets his breath back. Like I say, I don't fill the bags up so full now. Used to be trying to be clever. I'm doing this about 8 years, 9 years now. So I have to have a little wiggle through. There we go. Knocking all my day is about. Oh, crash into something else. All this recycle here. All this materials that I've been buying. What a word to say. What I've been recycling. Trying to find. Right. Let's go and do the business. I am not happy when people leave something that they should have picked up. If I find out who it is, I'll pick it up and I'll pop it through your letterbox without a bag in it, without it being in a bag. Right. Easiest way to get these off. Good day. In the background there you can see some pumpkins and 2 bales of straw. They're outside somebody's property. Did I knock the door and say, what are you doing with those after you finish with them? Of course I did. So that's £8 plus some nice stuff out of the seed saving. Oh, compost material. Yes, I don't care what it looks like. So this is what we ended up with the first bag, and that's what we ended up with after I'd mowed it. And realistically, that's going to be absolutely wonderful stuff. So, as per one of my viewers' comments, I love the comments, that's why I like you to put them in there, because it's all good stuff. Somebody did say, why don't you put, instead of putting it in there and moving everything, especially because I've still got bits to do and I've still got loads. But you can never have enough. I don't know whether you can see the moisture coming off those. But I am going to leave this bag here after I've put all this in and let it rot down there. And we'll see how much better it does, at least with a petrol mower. It does cost me a bit of fuel, but if it saves me a bit of time and space, then I'm all for it. So remember, read those comments. Oh God, that's heavy. Right, I'll go finish that, else this video is going to drag out and it won't upload. I'm just using the straw bales to increase the height of that white plastic where the soil is. I should have had the diversion sign there. That way, shouldn't I? But in a previous video, there's a massive hole there. And when the masking tape come off, it blew up in the air. So I thought, well, if I create something with some sides on and then a baffle on the end, it might throw it out that way, not that way, catch my feet, etc. So I noticed in a previous video that the microphone didn't pick up the loud mower sound. It's Saturday morning. Not worried about the time now. So let's show you how this works, hopefully, he says. Hopefully you can hear me on the mower. Seems to be making quite a good job. Till I stall it. When I kick the tripod. Let's get you in a bit closer. I'm going to check for a blockage. I think the hole that was made by the rust needs to be a bit bigger, but we'll see if we can mangle through, literally. It's certainly a learning process, and I don't know whether you can see the stain coming off my head. But it is getting blocked up. I think the leaves are wet. Ideal, I suppose, but it's not going through the mower very well, because we wouldn't normally mow the grass when it was wet. But I can see where it's blocking up. I can see what I've got to do. But as I get older, this might be the best way forward. But I think as the leaves have sat there for a week or so, a couple of weeks, they've compacted down as well. That pile there looks a lot bigger. But yeah, please always collect those free items. I've got some 3 to 4 year old leaf mould. I've got 2024's leaf mould, 25 bags. That's 2 bags you've seen now, that's all. And that there will probably rot down to about that much. Basically 25 1-ton bags that you've just seen me collect will compost down, mould, leaf mould down, whatever you want to call it, down to 1 bag. But that 1 bag is 1 ton, 1 cubic metre. How much would that cost you? 1,000 litres? Your guess is as good as mine. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down for the interaction. Please leave me a comment. The comments are so important. I learn so much from the comments. And why not consider subscribing? And if the hype button's available, press it. If not, I don't think it really matters. But thank you very much. Happy gardening to you all. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now. I've had my exercise for today. Don't forget the end screens. You might find some useful information there over the winter months when not many creators are uploading videos.